Hey guys, Curly-chan here. This is week 8 of the European LCS summer split, and I'm here now with Copenhagen Wolves Unlimited. It has been a pretty rough split for you so far. Have you been able to pinpoint the reasons for that?
Well, first is, of course, the roster changes we had. There were forced roster changes. We didn't want to kick members. They just left on their own. So in situations like that, it's always hard to replace them. I think we replaced them with good players, but the synergy was gone, and we had to work really hard to restore it. I think we are somewhere around the lines of restoring the synergy, but we'll see next week.
How far along has the synergy come so far?
Well, as you can see, we went 2-0 for first time in this split, so I guess it's going well. We have been talking much more in LCS games, and that really shows, I think.
Yeah, let's talk about the games this week. First, you won against Gambit. Talk me about that game.
Well, Gambit also have 2 new members, so it's not fair, I guess. But I think right now we have better synergy than them. That's why we won. And our today's game versus Millennium, it was pretty tough. We made a lot of mistakes, but they countered through a dragon, and we managed to take the lead and win.
So you definitely made a step towards avoiding relegation. How high do you think your chances are to do that?
Well, right now I think the most likely is that we end 7th, but of course we're aiming to go to playoffs because this is the best thing we can get.
There have been some rumors going on about cowTard. Can you tell me what the situation is there?
Well, cowTard has been exhausted from playing for a year already with us, and he's been playing non-stop. So he wants to take a break from League for a bit to find his thoughts, find his motivation back. And this was his last week with us. He's gonna take break for next week. We have been looking for a replacement. If he feels better before the end of the split, he's welcome back, of course. But if he's not, we hopefully find a good replacement that can fill the spot.
So can you share who's playing with you next week or not yet?
Well, I think I can share it. We are thinking to pick up Soren. He's a high-elo. He's a challenger player. He's pretty skillful and talks a lot during the game. That's what we're looking for. But we'll be looking for other options too.
The focus in Copenhagen Wolves has always been on the AD carries, and you've played with amazing guys like Rekkles, Forgiven, and now Woolite. Can you compare them?
Well, it's always a tough question. I don't want to trash talk any of my past AD carries. Everyone was great. So if I had to compare them, Rekkles is the best team fighting AD carry out of these 3. His team fighting position is perfect, and he always carries if he gets ahead. Forgiven has by far the strongest lane, and he dominates in lane phase and then snowballs the advantage. And Woolite is the type of AD carry that makes a lot of plays. He will dash into the 5 enemies to kill the enemy AD carry. He will try to make plays, and that's also really important because if a team doesn't have initiation, doesn't have someone who wants to go in, then it's just a stalemate.
Have you had an easier time with any of them to form the bot lane synergy?
I think the easiest was with Woolite because he's, even though he's young, he listens to me. So we don't fight at all. We just discuss our issues and we try to work together. With Forgiven, it was a bit tough in the beginning. We had our differences, so the first month was so-so, and then we finally found our synergy. And with Rekkles, I don't remember because it was so long ago, but well, he was the superstar. He's like Rekkles, and I'm just random support. I was listening to him there. The synergy was okay, but could have been better.
With the recent changes to AD carries, have you had to change your playstyle around them? Like some casters said that it's better to run sustain supports right now.
No, we haven't made any changes so far. First of all, the AD carry changes. All the AD carries in this meta are champions that Woolite already plays, so it's really good. He didn't need to change anything. And so far I didn't need to pick any sustain supports since Targon's give enough sustain to survive a lane.
And how do you feel about the current meta, especially the recent changes in 4.11 with they nerfed pretty much the lane swaps again? Do you think they're still viable?
Yeah, I think their lane swap are very viable. It's just a strategy that's going to change. The dives will probably be non-existent because it's too risky. It's probably going to be, once again, the AD carry freezing alone and the rest roaming around the map trying to kill the enemy trio from like support, jungler, and top laner.
Anything you want to say to the fans or sponsors?
Okay, we had a really tough split. We have been losing a lot. I know it's hard to stay our fans, but for those of you who hang along, thank you. We finally start winning, and we hope to continue. And I also want to thank our sponsors, SteelSeries, Cooler Master, Hitbox, Obuto, and Complet for supporting us.
Thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you.